And you see, when it's all said and done, and it's all over, the soul has left the suffering, dying body to 2025. To 2025, it has made it to, man. Going into 26, we're moving into 26, half a month away. You know what I'm saying? This is half man, half amazing. You know what I'm saying? The outlaws who got spots, half man, half amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hood bound right now. I'm actually right now here on Harbor Boulevard, man. I'm here on Harbor, man, Harbor Lane. Hood bound, you know what I'm saying? And I'm presenting this right now. When it's all said and done, and this soul leaves this suffering, dying body, this aging body, after studying at a lot of theater arts departments, finding theater after sports would not pan out for me, would not work out. You know what I mean? After scoring touchdowns at Bonita Creek up the street for the Newport Beach Seahawks, man. You know what I'm saying? 10 touchdowns and 10 interceptions at wide receiver and free safety of amazement. A miraculous, amazing blow up my last year to the 7th grade. May have been the best Seahawk, one of the best Seahawks of all time at wide receiver. At Bonita Creek, up the street, I passed my torch on to my godson, Max. Wendy Moctezuma. Godmother, Wendy Moctezuma, the wife of my youth. Wendy Moctezuma, beautiful, sparkling, shining Latina. Latina queen, Mexico queen. Mary Magdalene. When it's all said and done, this amazing soul, this amazement right here that's in front of everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Amazement of entertainment, amazement of the theater, amazement of the studio, man. Talking to y'all on live sound here on Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches. These are said to be the end times, man. Rest all condolences, rest the heaven above to Robert Stacks. My collaboration with Robert Stacks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Breaking that true news down. You know what I'm saying? Breaking that cold news down, man. When it's all said and done, when my soul has left the suffering, dying body to a new paradise called New Jerusalem in heaven above, I'll be lowered. My resting will be in Newport Beach, Pacific view of Newport Beach. My resting will be in Pacific view of Newport Beach. Same funeral resting as legendary hotshot Hollywood cowboy actor amazement, the airlines of California, the world, John Wayne, worldwide known, John Wayne, the John Wayne Airport. I shall be lowered at free. I said I shall be free. You know what I'm saying? From all the world's torment, the wicked evil of money, of the dollar, Judas' betrayal on Jesus, the Son of God. You know what I mean? This wicked, just satanic, sick, devil-filled world, and I shall be in a paradise to heaven above, a new Jerusalem. And my body shall be lowered in Pacific view of Newport Beach. Same funeral resting as Hollywood hotshot actor cowboy John Wayne. See that? John Wayne, everybody. You know what I'm saying? My new Newport Beach, my new Pacific View Newport Beach John Wayne cap right now. I got on right now with my Punisher, the Punisher Outlaws who got spots. You know what I mean? 2025 in the AR, the end times that we are facing and seeing. Craziness that we got going on, man. You know what I mean? When I present that, man, you know what I mean? That's gonna be lower that. Score touchdowns up the street at Bonita Creek, Newport Beach. You know what I mean? Newport Beach Seahawks right there. There it is on my wrist. Unbelievable, man, and miraculous. I'm excited. You know, when it's like crazy how bad things will happen and there'll be that light that'll happen at the end of it, man. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bad stuff happened, but you know what? I've landed right where I belong because this is like a deceased theater arts. This is like a deceased theater. There's many actors and many talented people that are in there. I actually ran into in the middle of a Bible service, actually, at the top of the hill. That's the huge $1 million. Actually, Kobe Bryant's in there, too. They're hiding him. They're not telling us where his remains, where his actual grave is at, because it'll be rushed by billions of fans. You know, I'm close to as famous. I deserve to be more, but it's all good. I'm good. I don't need all that. I'm good just staying right where I'm at, talking that true reality. Kobe Bryant's a Holly weird situation. We don't know what happened when he stepped into the plane. We don't know what happened and what went down. All we know is he was taken out, bro. He's gone, bro, and that's where he's supposedly at. And technically, actually, I'll let you guys in on a little feed. I'll tell you about how I scored 10 touchdowns up the street from Bonita Creek for the Newport Beach Seahawks. My actual quarterback, his name is Casey Peters. He made it to Arena Football League. He got to Arena Football. He's on the sea. He's on the ocean of New Mexico. He's on the ocean of New Mexico. He's facing the sea. He's got a matchup, and then he works on boats. He's balling, bro. That's my quarterback who threw me 10 touchdowns. He's actually professional. So I guess that's a sign too, you know. And I don't know if this has ever been done with the Seahawks or if I'm one of the best receivers of all time. It was definitely something very amazing. And I had some major hustlers just jumping over everybody. And yeah, real miracle had worked after a lot of depression and stress for an aggravation and moving around. We ended up coming to the Newport Beach from Santa Ana Seminoles. We were over there. I was on the waiting list. I was young, and they were getting greedy. That's what it is. They were getting greedy, and they wanted to cheat, and set me on the waiting list to put a bunch of kids on there. It was 3 years older. It's funny, these guys ended up at Tustin High School, where I would eventually have a war zone of problems and crazy stuff with different gang affiliation and stuff. They even ties to these guys, but you know, cut it short, man. You know what I mean? Man, all respect, Jesus Christ right now, put the cigar down. The cigar's more of a Western feel and everything, you know what I mean? Pacific View, Newport Beach, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's my I was good as Michael, ring right there, presented out on Ain't No Why You Love. Good as Michael Jordan. Me and actually Kobe Bryant actually documented I was Division I scouted ball player to the league. Highly anticipated from a combo guard, point guard, shooting guard for my fatal fall injury accident would happen. Accidents do happen after beating out the whole world. What I figure is when you're beating out and you're doing so good, and you're beating out the whole world, man. That's when the devil wants to come and ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? And the system is so corrupt and messed up, they don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Some reason they don't want to care much or listen much to this. This is probably the worst story of Orange County that I am. Okay, I'm one of the biggest blackballs best basketball players not to see his prime after sophomore year. I was playing varsity freshman sophomore year. Actually, before I had my fatal injury, John Wayne died. I think it was he had stomach cancer, and he was lowered in Pacific View. So this stuff is happening. The bodies are crumbling away. The flesh counts for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The flesh is nothing. The soul is everlasting, eternity. You know what I'm saying? So we rebuild, and where I will be lowered at is the dream, New Jerusalem, to heaven above. You know what I mean? Be after being good as Michael, as I was, good as Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? I'll be lowered actually in a huge celebrity resort in Newport Beach, the beautifulest place in Orange County there is. I'm gonna let Mexico in on that. You know what I mean? Because I love talking to my senorita on here. I see my godson Max and everything. She's tripping out and talking about this stuff. But Pacific View is actually Newport Beach is the dream of peace of mind and living of Orange County. It's the light. And let me tell you, God, Jesus Christ works so amazing and powerful in Newport Beach, but it's so expensive. There's the thing right there. See that money ring? The root of all evil, money. Money prohibits it. But in heaven, we eat and drink freely. I will have my mansion in heaven. That's why I push on here. John 14, there are mansions in the heavenly. That's my movement. After Pax Machiavelli, I reflipped it to there are mansions in the heavenly. That's what Jesus promised us with many rooms and much space. Amazon trucks going by right now. These people are never off. They're in little apartments. Okay, it's just sad what's going on with Amazon. I've seen a woman hobbling around. She's disabled, and she's having to go in there and keep pushing this. And then she's saying, "Oh, I like doing this." That's not the point. You're hurt, woman. Why are you over here laboring and stressing and hurting this thing even more? Because the world is messed up. You know what I'm saying? So all we could do is look to New Jerusalem. That's what I talk on, which is Rev 21, right? The tree of life, Rev 22, where God will wipe away all of our tears and take away all of our pain and all of our sufferings. There is a healing tree that we will eat up there, us true ones that are towards the throne of God, us true believers, us true ones that are singing for Him in this world and everything. There is a tree up there with leaves that's going to heal everything, every sickness, every pain, okay, of every ache. It'll all be over. It'll all be gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm major out the Word of God now and rebirthing my life and turning myself over to that. So that's why I'm majorly doing this Christian hip hop type of deal. It's taking over me from gangster rap and thug rap, the street, the hood, and beefing, battling. Okay, the tongue is a grave. The tongue becomes ultimately a grave. That's what we find out. The things that we say will come back around to us. So I've become a minister now, and I preach the Word of God now in my retirement as I'm moving away from this wicked, satanic, filthy business. No, you know what? Hip hop is a beautiful thing. We need hip hop. We need true music and true hip hop out here. You know what I'm saying? Express a form of expression, poetry, prophecy. But it's being corrupt. The devil's corrupting it. And people like myself, talented, amazing dons as myself is, to the Machiavelli, the Outlaws, Machiavelli movement, the matches, we get overshadowed by the false prophets. You know what I mean? As Jesus was talking about many of those to come in my name, right, and fool many. The false prophets are running the industry. It's a wicked place. See, and all it is a sound. It's a sound. It's beats. You know what I mean? If Dre had me, if Dr. Dre had me, right? Gave me some beats, man, and would holler at me, and we had peace. There was no beef with the game and these freaking gang members. You see, the game is showing up. The game is showing up with guns in his freaking trunk and stuff, and mean mugging. There's so much animosity and war zone and beef. That stuff is killing everything, man. You know what I mean? That stuff is killing everything and dysfunction, everything, man. Music should be like food. It should be for health. It should be something to eat and something to learn from. That's what God wants us to do. That's what Jesus is intending us, wanting us to do, but the devil's corrupting it. See? That's what it is. So Pacific View, I did a lot of Bible study there, huge Bible study there, and I got really into Pacific View, and I went out to Wayne's grave. I actually stopped by John Wayne's grave. Got that photo up there and everything. It's me smoking, having my last smoke, actually, and my last drink before the mucus would take over and would snatch me up, and it's all over, which was in COVID, coronavirus, Joe Biden days. Biden just bit him right on the bit everything up. Joe Biden just bit me up, man, and just tore me up, so I can't smoke or drink. And I'm still sneaking. It's hard, man. I gotta go get nicotine patches. I'm struggling right now with addiction, with putting it down. So I'm suffering like John Wayne in many ways. Then I'm having to watch my back at every corner, man, because we don't even know what's real and what's not, man. In these times, man, that we are facing and we are seeing, man, this stuff is so crazy. 26 is going to get really freaking on, man. We're in the end of the world. We're in the end times, man. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to preach in these Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches. You know what I mean? I'm trying to preach and bring people together and bring the real music, bring, Shakur back on the right level, man, because he was down the wrong path, right? You know what I'm saying? He was down the wrong path, so I'm trying to do bring it on the right level. So a new amazement to Pacific View at Newport Beach. New amazement, talented, powerful musician, prophet, poet. Acting is about over. I have some little acting accounts that are sitting there. Acting is about over. I'm trying not to be messing around with the acting no more. It's just all, well, really, because I'm living a real life, a real serious stuff is real serious right now. You know what I'm saying? And acting is something that the devil is taking over, in Hollywood, right? And to fool us and curse us and do all type of stuff, shady shenanigans. That's how the most successful, anybody who's successful in acting would be. So it's time for me to hang that up. I've done that long enough. It's on here horsing around, but it's nothing to horse around with, man. This stuff is reality. I'm right now on Harbor Boulevard. You know what I mean? Right now, there it is. There's a view of it right now on Harbor Boulevard. Y'all see that right there? Harbor Boulevard. The hood. You know what I mean? And I'm telling y'all, man, about this New Jerusalem. This New Jerusalem that's in the sky, man, where we will eat and drink freely, man. And I'll be there to Pacific View, where I'll be lowered at. Everybody will find me and view me at. You know what I mean? The amazement. I'll be laid in Pacific View of Newport Beach. You know what I mean? Of Newport Beach. So I just want to rock this out. My John Wayne cap. Made friends with John Wayne and everything, man. He inspires me and everything. So homie up the way from me and everything. You know, Newport Beach is the best place in the world, man. It's the getaway. It's where black people really belong. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of white people. It's a lot of money. That's the thing of the world. But this is the beautifulest cemetery that I know. It's a beautiful cemetery, definitely in Orange County. Hollywood has, a lot more, a lot of stuff. They're a huge celebrity resort over there. I think Pacific View, Newport Beach is the best place in the world because there's no gangs. Because it's not corrupted by gangs and poverty and oppression. It's just beautiful. Everything is beautiful and crystal clear there, and just wonderful. You know what I mean. And then you go over there to John Wayne's grave, and it's just wonderful, man. It's just wonderful. I love Pacific View. So it's wonderful. I'll be buried in there, and I score touchdowns right up the street. So I'll be buried in there and set free from all the sufferings I've had to suffer, from 2 broken ankles to a wheelchair, 3 months. You know, getting jumped, getting robbed, gang affiliation, drug smuggling, drug addictions, marijuana, you name it, you name it, all the hell. I'm blessed to even be here. I've escaped death many times, so I know I'm just speaking from the heart and the soul that I'll be free. Pacific View gets me hyped up just to be even. I'm ready just to get the grave and just even lay there now, man. You know what I mean? Pacific View is just somewhere beautiful that the family will. I would say that the family would will reunite on a more of a righteous, better path. You know what I'm saying? That the devil can't corrupt anymore. The devil's corrupted so much, man. You know what I mean? I had $1 million, bro, as an athlete, as a ball player, and trust me, that's what it was gonna be. What it was on its way to be. And we had much success, and like that, in the blink of an eye, it was all gone. And now, I've been stuck on here, social media platforms, touching everybody, entertaining everybody, and doing the best I can and everything. But I'm now at its end. It's time for me to retire now, man, and really focus on the Word of God. But I got some new beats here. You guys keep that last speech I just laid to my godson Max. You know what I mean? Talking, hollering at my godson Max, Wendy Montezuma. You know what I mean? I'm a dad in these end times. Declare myself as a godfather to Max and Wendy Montezuma from Tijuana, Mexico. It is, man, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I'm over here hood bound, you know what I mean, and ready to get to Pacific View, beautiful Pacific View, man. You know what I mean? Beautiful Pacific View of Newport Beach, man. You know what I mean? Because these times is crazy. These times is absolutely crazy, man. You know what I mean? That's what we see in the end. We are seeing of AI 2025 and on. The end is here. The end is it's near. It's here. You know what I mean? The next 5 years, man. I'm planning myself to just to be on the other side, bro. You know, it's not something that I hate life or being suicidal, but I don't think things are getting much better here with our government, with our system. There's wars breaking off. We're at war, and we have to really look up to a higher power, man. You know what I mean? As I'm talking from the Western, the cowboy, John Wayne, man, a Pacific beautiful blue view. You know what I'm saying? So get ready, everybody. Come on out. You know what I mean? Come on out, man. You guys are fun at the Williams Resort in Newport Beach. Pacific beautiful blue view. To my real ones, my true fans, true followers, my true friends and true family ones, man. Come on out. I'll be right up the way from John Wayne's up the hill. He's straight up from me. A new amazement is entering Pacific View. A new amazement talent is entering Pacific View, man. You know what I mean? As in these times, we're seeing the end times that we see, that we are facing, man. You know what I mean? Markings of the beast that we are seeing, man. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody on the following and everything, man. We're getting to heaven. We're getting to heaven, man. That's what we are getting to, man. You know what I'm saying? We are getting to heaven to eat and drink freely. To heaven above, man. You know what I mean? To everybody, you know what I mean? God bless us, the outlaws who got spots. He's half man, half amazing. That's what he is. He's half man, half amazing, man. You know what I mean? Presenting, talking to all my real ones. I'll see you guys, Pacific View, New Jerusalem, New Heaven, New Earth, where we will eat and drink freely, man. Get the wine ready. We get the wine ready, man. You know what I mean? Get the wine ready, man. Eat and drink freely. You know what I mean? There it is right there. I'll just present that too, man. You know what I mean? Because I'll be no longer ain't no why he love. There it is, man. Ain't no why he love until the death of me, man. Out of Riverside and its problems. There it is, right there. Keep that account. You know what I mean? Keep that account, man. Just for those Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches and the end times we are seeing. 2025 and the AI and on, man. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody, man. Gonna present my John Wayne cap. Present my John Wayne cap. You know what I mean? Present my John Wayne cap. And I'm on, man. You know what I mean? 2025, I'm gone. That end of the year, last year.